What's up, fight fans, moviegoers, Jedis and Sith? I'm Jay Cotto, and welcome to the Boxing and Jedi's Temple. And today we're going to talk about, that's right, Star Wars. And I just basically want to give you my take on exactly how this franchise could have been fixed, on how major characters didn't have to die, and exactly what agendas do to franchises. And that's right, hybrid number 9, I am executing order number 9, which means do not go see episode number 9. So without any further ado, I'm the Boxing Jedi. Let's get it on. All right, fight fans. Now, let's talk Star Wars. Let's talk Star Wars, shall we? Okay, well, let's start off with episode number 7, which was pretty okay. It gave us the Star Wars feeling. It gave us stuff like the Star Wars mystery and what was surrounding the fucking mystery, right? What was surrounding Star Wars, what was surrounding Rey, who the fuck she was. Then it just kept going on and on to, who Kylo Ren was supposed to be, and then they ate us up with Snoke. Now that's not J.J. Abrams' fault because J.J. Abrams had done that. Of course, with the rest of the fucking rumors that were going around, we had to deal with Rian Johnson not only wanting to sabotage shit because he's got no fucking mother and no attention in his life. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Ross Clot? Matka, what's going on, Matka? You know what I'm saying? So, it just gets to a point now that we had to deal with Rian Johnson not only sabotaging, we had to deal with Disney and Iger not only with their fucking agendas that are going on today. We had to be the sacrificial lambs. Now, me, as an avid Star Wars fucking fan since 1977, a collector for a very long time, I am going to agree with exactly what Mac is saying, what Ross Clyde is saying, what Hybrid 95 is saying, what Stephanie Janzizek from the Star Wars Cantina is saying, from Smuggler Stand Cantina is saying, what Star Wars Dad is saying, what Craig 316 is saying, what Mazurus and everybody from the Star Wars community has been saying. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, brother, no doubt. Good to see you, Macca, no doubt. So let's get into it. This is how it should have went off. We all seen the shit with episode 8, right? Luke died. Leia's fucking Mary Poppins, right? Han Solo's already fucking dead. They made everybody look worthless, right? Okay, no problem. Now let's start off number 9. How would Jay Cotto, aka Baba Yaga, aka Jay Windu, start off episode number 9? Well, if you didn't see the video that I made 2 years ago, I'm taking you back into the fucking DeLorean. Or should I say the 429 Mustang Boss. That's right. I'm going to take you to a time machine where it's not a DeLorean, but it's a Boss 429 Mustang. John Wick's car. Let's get it. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. All right, here we go. Episode number 9. Mazurus, what the fuck is up, my brother? No doubt. This is how it should have went on. Opening credits. Let's play it off. Let's do opening credits right now. Ready? Opening credits. Comes down. All of a sudden, here you go. You've got Chewbacca landing on Ahch-To with Rey holding the saber hilt, having convulsions. That's the fucking MacGuffin. That would have been the MacGuffin. You didn't need anything else. But let's go back to this convulsing bitch, shall we? So this bitch is having convulsions and shit because the Force and Luke Skywalker, I mean the Anakin Skywalker saber is giving her all these premonitions, right? At the same time, since Snoke was fucking around, right, manipulating the Force between fucking the so-called Reylo passion you sick fucks want between Rey and Kylo, right? He could have been doing it there too. So what happens? As soon as the Falcon lands, in comes Luke Skywalker, hooded figure, walks in, Chewie, ooh, hugs them all up. All of a sudden he looks, he wakes Rey up, takes the lightsaber from her hand, comforts her and tells her, I know about Leia, I know about Han, and we have so much to do. Are you prepared? And then on would have went her training. And then we would have at least been okay with Luke Skywalker and Chewbacca being alive while while Han and fucking Leia died. Now, we can't go back to the hyperdrive killing with the fucking, kill the whole fleet with a hyperspace drive. We can't. So, okay, that can stay. Mary Poppins, Leia, that can stay, but she had to die. So, episode number 9 would have only consisted of Luke Skywalker bringing the Force and the balance with Rey going up against Snoke, who didn't really have to fucking die. Snoke didn't have to die. This is how you would have been able to fix episode number 9. Luke Skywalker would have been there throughout all the lore, throughout all the books, taking down fucking Imperial starships with his fucking force powers. How are you just outing him out saying, I'm no good, I wanted it? This is exactly what I mean. It was all agenda. It was all about fucking the franchise up. It was all about getting rid of us. But that can't happen. See, because people like Stephanie, myself, and many others, Mazurus, we could have fixed this. Any Star Wars fan that was rocking since 1977 could have fixed this. To me, it's simple. Do I sound like I could have been able to fucking fix this shit? That's exactly how the episode number 8 would have just been a whole fucked up Force nightmare. I would have turned it into a Force nightmare because of the MacGuffin, because of the hilt, because of this fucking hilt right here. That every time, this Anakin lightsaber hilt, that's right, because of this hilt right here. This hilt, every time she touched his hilt, she caught some type of fucking, you know what I mean? So by doing that, they could have saved episode number 9, and they could have started it off with Chewie landing the Falcon on Ahch-To and Luke being as noble and still being as brave, saying, you finally found me. How did you find me? Takes it from her and tells her, I know what happened to Han. I felt it. And I also know what happened to Leia. We cannot let Snoke or the remaining Empire, and that's what they still should have been called, succeed. And if they was going to bring Palpatine back in number 9, it would have been only righteous to have Luke Skywalker going up against motherfucking Palpatine. Because Luke Skywalker won in his head in episode 6 so fucking bad. Right? This could have been fixed by any fucking Star Wars fan. They could have fixed this, but they didn't want to fix it because they wanted to go on with their agendas. They wanted to go on with their transgender shit. They wanted to go on with their pansexualism. They wanted to go on with all of this fucking woman power shit. They wanted to go on with the feminism. They wanted to go on with the rainbow shit. They wanted to go and they wanted to take this flag right here and turn it upside down and make it the United States of fuck you. The United States of being fucked. They wanted to take movie magic. They wanted to take everything that George Lucas built that gave us, and they wanted to just say, because he said it, Star Wars is for children. But at the same time, a man who says that Star Wars was made for children wouldn't have been upset and said that, I sold my baby to slave traders. So this whole shit with the Star Wars could have been fixed. But they wanted to stay with the agenda where out with the old, in with the new. But it's fucking funny on how every time you look at the new shit, it's always attached to the old stuff. Look at the first, look at the first preview. What did they give us the first preview? I'll tell you what they gave us the first preview. They gave us a dose of our own shit. Talking about it's gonna end. What's gonna end? This Star Wars? Luke Skywalker? Han Solo? Princess Leia? This is supposed to end that. This shit right here is supposed to end that story. Let me tell you something. That story ended at episode 6, you stupid jack-offs. It ended at 6. Number 7 was something new. And if you were going to bring in a master Jedi like Luke Skywalker, whose whole fucking legend is around the galaxy being the strongest, and you're just gonna diminish him because some fucking fat gay motherfucker. I don't give a shit. LGBT, fuck you. I've got you on so many charges of being hypocrites. So if you want to come on down with Jay Windu, come on. I've got sabers for each and every one of your fucking heads. I'm telling you right now, this agenda shit has fucked everything up. And people that are actually going to sit there and pop fucking popcorn, whether it be butter, whether it be toffee, whether it be kettle, I don't give a fuck what popcorn you're popping. If you're going to sit there and waste money and enjoy this fucking movie after you've been fucking telling it off, I'm sorry, but you're not in my Star Wars community. Sorry about that. I'm very sorry. I mean, we're still kicking. We'll still be friends. But you can't talk to me about Star Wars ever again. If you're going to execute order number 9, do not watch this shit. You will not get Vader's grandchildren. You will not get any Star Wars fan service. You will not get a resurrection of Luke Skywalker. And speaking of resurrections, which happens to be the power of Christ, how the fuck is it that and these are just rumors. These are just rumors. But since they're just rumors, and lately Star Wars rumors have been fucking true. Since they have been rumors, how is it that Rey is going to resurrect Lazarus? Whoever the fuck Lazarus is going to be, because this has been said. Can somebody explain this shit to me? You can use a crayon. You can use a marker. You can use any type of fucking... Just explain this to me. So now we've got the pansexual Lando Calrissian coming back, supposed to be with his fucking daughter, whoever the fuck she's supposed to be. So these new characters, then they said Tico wasn't going to be there, and we clearly saw Tico Rose. So, you know, it's going to be the same thing. And to all my friends out there, to all of my fellow Star Wars heads out there, all my collectors, let me just tell you guys one thing, and I have been right since the fucking beginning. If you are emotionally attaching yourself with expectations of getting something close to anything that Lucas has written, you're out of your fucking mind. Regardless, Lucas was on set, supposedly, you're out of your fucking mind. You're lying to yourself. You should call yourself a piece of shit. As a matter of fact, go in front of a mirror and fucking tell yourself, I shall not deny myself from not seeing this movie. You should deny yourself from seeing this fucking movie. This is not Star Wars. This is SJW wars. This is social justice wars. This has nothing to do with anything with the Force. They don't even have midichlorians. They don't have none of that shit. And if a Skywalker is just going to be a Force user, no thank you. I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll pass. This could have been fixed. Just like I said, and I'm going to repeat it again. Beautiful beginning. Starts off, Millennium Falcon lands on Ahch-To. Then we would be like, what the fuck? Hold on. Back to Ahch-To? What's going on? Then all of a sudden, a caped, a hooded figure just look and is blowing in the wind as the Falcon lands. The cargo bay door opens. He walks up in it. All of a sudden, Chewie? All of a sudden, he looks and Chewie grabbing, okay, big guy, all right. And he looks down And he looks at her. And he just grabs it from her, and she awakens. And she's like, Luke Skywalker, you're alive. And he goes, yes. And I know what happened. I know what happened to Han, and I know what happened to Leia. I felt it. We have much work to do. We cannot let the Empire succeed. And on goes her training. Out goes the Mary Sue. The whole Rian Johnson shit would have been exactly what would have been a memory. They could have done it this way. They could have turned that whole bullshit into a Force nightmare. Simple. It is so simple. Let me tell you, sons of bitches, about turning C-3PO into a battle droid. That makes as much sense as a man wearing Adidas on his left foot and fucking Nikes on his right foot. That makes as much sense. That makes as much sense. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Listen. It's a protocol droid. Okay? He's a translator. Knows over 1 million fucking languages. How the fuck is it he couldn't read this one? Then all of a sudden, you've got to turn him into a battle droid. Get the fuck out of here on any means of transportations, and today I'm giving out Iron Man boots. You can rocket your ass out of here with that shit. How is this even rocking? It's rocking with these SJWs of today. It's rocking with today's Star Wars crowd. Critical Equation, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Good morning. You know what I mean? So turning, and then what's funny is, the most full of shit line ever. What are you doing there, 3PO? Just taking one last look at my friends. Rey, Poe, Finn, some other fuckface, and a wannabe fucking Mandalorian is your friend? I can understand R2 was next to you, but these are your fucking friends? Those are your friends. All of a sudden, C-3PO is saying goodbye to this fucking crowd instead of at least Princess Leia fucking being there. But they can't. Let me tell Disney something. You don't know. You do not know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing with anything. Not even your own fucking franchise. You don't know what you're doing with your own Disney movies. Maleficent failed. Lion King failed. Aladdin failed because we're tired of your shit. We're tired of your fucking bullshit. We're tired of everything. It just fucking, you just suck. Disney just fucking sucks. You've bought Fox. Say goodbye to all the Fox franchises as to the Predator, Aliens, and so on and so forth. You're gonna fuck everything up. You're gonna fuck everything up. And you guys actually think that sitting there at a board meeting saying, we know what they want. Meanwhile, you're losing billions. When do you guys actually take your heads out of your asses and say, we don't know what the fuck they want? And start at least doing your research, right? And start taking surveys. Why don't you do that? Why don't you cast a bunch of Star Wars fans since 1977 and have them sit in a board meeting with you and give you fucking ideas if you ever try to step foot into the Star Wars universe again. Because regardless who you've got, it could be the two fucks that have made what the fuck is that bullshit called? I don't even fucking watch it. The Dragons bullshit, Dungeons and Dragons shit on HBO, what the fuck it is called, Game of fucking Thrones, whatever. It doesn't matter if they're directing. If you don't have that Star Wars formula, if you don't know Star Wars, you're not going to make Star Wars. You're not going to have the ingredient. You ain't going to know shit about Star Wars. These motherfuckers don't know how a kyber crystal works. These guys don't know what midi-chlorians are. These guys don't even know what the fuck the elders are. And George Lucas, I'm blaming you 45% of this shit. You know why, buddy? You know why, buddy? Because the moment they went against you and they said, nah, we're going to go the other way, you should have been like, well, you know what? I'm out. So you too sold out. I don't give a fuck if you're my friend, if we kick it every day, if you love George Lucas. The truth is the fucking truth. George Lucas sold out and now he regrets it. That's what it all narrows down to. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the pussy gets wet. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Mark Hamill, as well, sold out. Sold out as well. Oh, they switched the script on him. Well, goddamn it, if they switched the script on him and if he respected Luke Skywalker so much, he could have signed the fuck off and told him no thank you. No thank you. As soon as that was switched right in front of him, this isn't what I signed up for. But that money, boy, it's not 1, it's not 5, it's not 7. It's in double digits of millions, man. And a lot of guys will say that shit. And this is why fuck Mark Hamill with his fucking political agenda. He's part of the. Listen, the moment he stuck his face into politics, he was part of it too. He knew what the fuck it was. He's a great actor. Who the fuck can't sit there and look at Rian Johnson on some easy? That's easy work for a high caliber actor like that. Don't be fucking fooled. And I'm sorry, you may not like what the fuck I'm saying, but Mark Hamill sold out too. The smartest man out of the whole panel, out of the whole Star Wars thing was fucking was. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say it because he said, "Kill my fucking character." Was Harrison Ford? Okay, they too made him look like a pussy, having his fucking emo Darth Vader emo son kill him. Meanwhile, this is a smuggler who couldn't even get killed. Got caught and set up once by the greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy, Boba Fett. He evaded him, and all of a sudden, Kylo Ren or Ren, what the fuck is a Kylo anyway? All of a sudden, you got Kylo who can easily, just because it's his son, because he has a weak spot. Let me tell you something, man. That shit made no fucking sense. And then you have Chewie shoot him in the hip because he's seen him since birth, and because he backed off. Because get the fuck out of here. Chewie's ride or die. Chewie should have bow casted his fucking head off his fucking shoulders. But that wasn't the case. Not a limb was severed within these two fucking bullshit ass franchises that they gave us. You know what I mean? All these fucking lightsaber fucking duels were all off fucking sync. Well, so many fucking mistakes made. Like it was supposed to be way more advanced in the fucking sword display, in the saber display. And what happened? I'm just gonna say it. Fuck John Boyega too. Because John Boyega took a stab at us as well. You know what I mean? All of those guys, all those new guys that are on there, if you find any type of favoritism with them, or you know what, that's on you. Go. I can see right through all of them. Even Daisy Ridley. The reason why Daisy Ridley is keeping quiet is because she wants to be the good guy in this here. Okay, no doubt. Watch when it's all said and done. Watch when it's all over. Watch when the negative reviews come out. Watch the bitch come out of her. Watch. Watch her put us down. Watch her Brie Larson our ass. Watch. Watch. And watch Adam Driver do the same thing. You know what I mean? This is not going to go the way you think is going to go. We're not gonna get Vader's grandchildren. We're not gonna get the Skywalker fucking twins from Han and Leia. We're not gonna get any of that. It's already too late for that. If they try to intertwine that now, it's just gonna be it's already a fucking mess. It's like a whole bunch of fucking wires you're trying to unwind and shit, and it takes you hours to do. Well, this shit is never going to be undone. These are permanent knots. And Star Wars for me died at Rogue One. Rogue One was the best one that they've released because it had the Star Wars magic, it had the Star Wars feel, it had the mystery. After that, The Force Awakens started right, ended wrong. And from there, it fucking tanked. Now, I don't know how true it is. I don't really care. But if Ryan Johnson is getting three more to direct, like I said, after this one, if you decide to go see it, leave Star Wars. And if you think I'm toxic, or if you think something, because I'm telling you guys not to watch something that has basically groomed you and that has basically turned almost everyone on to science fiction, that has actually taught me skill. George Lucas, ILM, all of them have taught me skill, skill enough to actually get my degree, to go to college, you know, get my degree in cartooning animation, take some special effects classes. I'm able to make my own little dioramas. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to do things because of Star Wars. I have been motivated because of George Lucas. I have been motivated because of Industrial Light and Magic. And you mean to fucking tell me, you mean to tell me, you mean to tell me that Star Wars is supposed to be disrespected like this when guys like myself who have learned the craft, who have learned to become artists because of George Lucas, who have learned to become artists as to even being writers, even being portrait painters, character developers, all that. This was all because of George Lucas. This was all because of Industrial Light and Magic. This wasn't because of Steven Spielberg. This wasn't because of uh, the creator of Star Trek. I forgot his name. This was because of George Lucas. George Lucas, they put it there. Yeah, Orson Welles, all of them, they put it there. There was a sci-fi before George Lucas, but George Lucas took it to that state of perfection and have created motherfuckers like myself and other awesome, nasty, award-winning motherfuckers out there. This is exactly why people like myself are very upset, very heartbroken, and mad. Now, Ryan Johnson, you fat fuck, you fat little boy in a fucking man's body with fucking testosterone injected into your face because I don't think you're man enough to produce any because you got no balls. A motherfucker like you who was raised by his mother who used to time him out, a motherfucker like you who we used to watch throw tantrums in the fucking middle of the fucking aisle in the supermarket or any toy aisle. Motherfuckers like you are the ones that fucked everybody up. Thank you, Gene Roddenberry. Thank you. You know what I mean? This was all because of George Lucas and because of this culture, this PC culture, because of this bullshit that's been going on, because of these agendas. Because let me tell you something. I had no idea that Trump was going to expose everyone for what the fuck they were. And I'm happy this is happening. I'm happy this is happening. I'm happy that now George Lucas can sit back and kick himself in the ass and say, "What have I done?" Now, Mr. Lucas, I want to tell you something, and I want to tell you something real good. Why don't you come link up with me? I have a book called Sector Urantia, and it's an original. And I'm more than sure that if you was to get behind it with me, we can set a new Star Wars. We don't even need to make two and three. It can only be done with one. That's right. Come see me. Come see me. I would love for you to direct for the very last time Sector Urantia. That right there is your forte, but that would be on you. And those, I'm telling you, somebody, if you know George Lucas, help me get in touch with him so he can fucking do my book. Or at least I can give him my book, Sector Urantia, so he can fucking try and he can, you know what I mean? That's a bit that the reason why I wrote that is to get Will Smith in it and at the same time to have George Lucas at least read it to give me pointers. It came to a point that I even said to myself, if I made $1 million, I'd give him $1 million just to read my book, just to give me pointers. But fuck that, I'm going further. I want George Lucas to do my fucking book. If you want to redeem yourself, Mr. Lucas, you're gonna have to step out of Star Wars and start something new. The best thing for you to do is start something new. Start with new heroes. You've given us Luke Skywalker. I mean, you've given us a whole universe. Now that I've given you Miles Jacobs, aka High-Man, Dean Brolick, Brimstone Adams, and everyone else, I'm more than sure that you can perfect this to a point where you can bring it onto the screen with your direction, with industrial light and magic. And I'm more than sure that you guys would turn this and Star Wars would be totally forgotten about. And it's a brand new franchise. But that would be up to you. I know I'm reaching for the stars with short hands. I know I'm praying to God that most of y'all don't believe. But you know what? I've always been reaching for my dreams. And no dick has been in this mouth or in this ass. My soul still belongs to me, and I have never sold out. You know what I'm saying? And for those out there that are still trying to reach your dreams, or still trying to do your thing, or still trying to reach the most important people out there in order to get yourself going, you know what? Do not sell out. Do not sell yourself out. Your time will come. I'm 45 years old. Who knows? Maybe by 60, I might be known, my work out there. Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? The whole point is don't sell yourself out. You never do that. George Lucas learned the hard fucking way. He's lost everything. He's got 4 point whatever the fuck billion dollars, but he doesn't have his soul. When he sold Star Wars, he sold his soul. He's right now on some what the fuck have I done? Big, huge regret. I can't speak for Hamill. I can't speak for anyone else, but I can see what George Lucas has done to himself. You know what I mean? And if someone who happens to be a billionaire, because I'll tell you right now, if I was, let's just say if I was $20 billion rich, right? If I was $20 billion rich, you think I wouldn't go to Bob Igor? He gets no respect. Think I wouldn't go to Bob Igor? You think I wouldn't go to fucking Kathleen fucking Palpatine? You think I wouldn't go to fucking the you think I wouldn't go to the haunted mansion of Disney, son, and give them a proposal and tell them I'll give you $10 billion for this whole franchise here. That's double for what the fuck you paid. Then you know what I would do? I would hire Star Wars fans who write, Star Wars fans who are into the art, Star Wars fans who are into costume designing. It would all be Star Wars fan driven. That's how you keep a franchise alive. I can understand doing a job. Okay, there's a difference between getting a sculptor and getting a specialized sculptor for your project. Meaning, if you got a Star Wars project, you just don't get any sculptor. You get a Star Wars sculptor. You get someone who specializes in sculpting Star Wars sculptures, you stupid fucks. And what did you go do? You went and got J.J. Abrams, who fucked up Star Trek. I guess you guys didn't do your homework. Let me tell you something. J.J. Abrams is not the next motherfucking Spielberg. Stop the bullshit. J.J. Abrams couldn't even hold his jockstrap. Couldn't even lace up his sneakers for him. He would have to ask him permission. Mr. Spielberg, your sneakers are untied. May I tie them for you? Yeah. Yeah. Most of these guys don't belong. Most of these guys don't belong. And anyone that's out there, I can understand you're trying to give it the benefit of the doubt because you were there so many years. You're only going to hurt yourself. You're only going to fool yourself. So if I were you, I would just say to myself, the best thing for me to do is just to forget about this whole franchise. I'm going to watch the Star Wars. I'm going to watch it. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to watch this Star Wars when it comes to Showbox. See, the reason why this probably would make what the Last Jedi or the last piece of shit did, the reason why is only because the same thing that goes with boxing, with Mayweather. Curiosity. It's curiosity. Meaning, people wanted to see if this guy was going to be able to beat Mayweather. It wasn't because of Mayweather's skill or because we all know he was fucking padded. We all know, right? So what was it? It was the curiosity. He bought into it. It was very smart. He bought into our curiosity. So what's going to happen here is this may make the first week or something the opening. It may make the opening because of curiosity. But if you're smart like I am and many others, you let these guinea pig in the face ass motherfuckers go and listen to their feedback. You know what I'm saying? And just wait until it comes on Showbox. Wait until it comes and just watch it from there. That's what I'm gonna do. Fuck that shit. These guys don't get my money. They don't. And the only things that I am collecting from Star Wars is from 77 to Rogue One. That's it. That's it. So I don't care about what's coming up with any other Star Wars lore as to, Knights of the Old Republic. I don't give a shit about any of that. Because if you couldn't execute the major storyline, what makes you think that they're going to execute anything else and make it feel like fucking Star Wars? You see, there's a difference between giving the benefit of the doubt, and we've fucking beat this horse until it's like beyond dead, right? And we gave it the benefit of the doubt all the way till 8. We've been called out of our names. We've been called so many things. So when do we actually just say, fuck your movie, I don't give a shit? I know I have. When do you guys do it? And the only reason why I'm asking this is because a lot of people complain. I see a lot of people complaining. I see a lot of people bitching and moaning. I see a lot of people doing this and that and the third. But what they're not doing, what they should be doing, is not even paying attention to this bullshit. For Christ's sake, even the video games suck. You know what I'm saying? The video games that were of yesteryear were great. Now we've got some shit called the Fallen Order or Fallen Jedi Order or something like that. It looks great, but they're saying the game is not that great. So this is what I mean. All these developers, they're all woke. They all are with agendas and they have to follow agendas. And this is not our time anymore. And I am willing to just let that go. I am one that I've already said, my time is over. I'm growing old, wiser. I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying watching things grow. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying myself grow and I'm enjoying myself correct things that need correction. I'm enjoying myself surpassing others. I'm enjoying life. What I am not enjoying are these pieces of shits that have no fucking control over what the fuck they say, do, think. Bunch of followers have no futures, don't even know where the fuck they're going with their culture, and want to come and pick mine apart. How the fuck are you picking? That's like you taking the cigarette from my mouth and telling me this is how you smoke a cigarette, and that would have been your first time ever smoking a cigarette, and you're choking to death in front of me. And I'm looking at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's exactly what's going on here. These guys are taking the cigarettes out of our mouth. They've never smoked before. This is how you smoke a cigarette. See? Everything that you guys are doing, this PC culture, all you fucking Kool-Aid in the hair ass motherfuckers, all of yous are incorrect. Not politically correct. You're politically incorrect. You guys are sadistically fucking, you guys are retarded. And I'm talking about, and if you look in the dictionary, the word retarded means left back. That's the real meaning of retarded. You guys are so left back. Like you guys are the type of guys that will give you this. You won't know what the fuck it is. Oh, I know what it is. And then you look at it and you'll see a button and you put it so close and you just might burn your fucking face off. Never using a lighter before, but since you don't want to fucking come to correction, since you don't want to learn, since you don't want to gain any knowledge of self, this is what you guys do. This is why most of you stupid motherfuckers don't know what you're talking about. This is why it's so easy for you to fall into someone else's fucking clutches. This is why it's so easy for you to believe something that's said instead of you trying to observe it and weighing out exactly what the fuck was said. You are the type of people these days that would go out there with your chest all out and get shot up over something that someone said that wasn't even fucking true without you even doing the research. That's what you motherfuckers today. Each and every one of you fucking blue, pink haired, screaming at the sky because Trump won motherfuckers. That's what each and every one of you guys are. And I've been in your ass like a dildo to a lesbian all of these years, bro. All of these fucking years, bro. I've been in boxing's ass. I'm in Star Wars' ass. I'm in everything's ass, bro. Even the political realm. There's nothing escaping my clutches of the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you fucking guys know. Star Wars is no longer, I don't think you should wait anymore. If after this you want to still kick out Star Wars content, go the fuck ahead. Who said you had to stop? Who said you had to stop? I know I'm going to continue with Star Wars content. I know I'm going to continue to hit people with Star Wars lore from the EU and everything that people have not even gained the knowledge to. I know Steph is going to still be on here educating people. Maze as well. The Star Wars dad is going to start educating motherfuckers on lightsabers and kyber crystals. Maze on storylines and lore. Craig on. That's what I'm saying, man. The Star Wars crew of 1977, man. We fucking matter. We are the reason why Star Wars stood up today. And the people that watched the prequels. And it's funny, it's funny, huh? The prequels ain't looking that bad now, huh? Jar Jar Binks isn't that much of a bad character, huh? I give Jar Jar Binks a fucking Academy Award over any of these characters that are here today. I'm sorry, but I do. I give him the Oscar. You may disagree with me. I give him an Oscar. I give Jar Jar Binks an Oscar. I give Jar Jar Binks an Oscar. So now this is what we're gonna. But a brother like me, I'm turning my face. I'm turning my face, and I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything with the new Star Wars. I'm not even collecting. And as cool as some of them look, I'm not even collecting them. The only thing I went as far as to collecting, and it wasn't. It was the Cal Kestis or something like that. The figure from the new Star Wars game. That's it. And not a buck went to Disney because I didn't get it from Hasbro. You know what I'm saying? My shit don't have the Disney stamping on it. None of my collectibles have Disney stampings on it. Fuck Disney. And I just want to say that Disney, all right, my brother, no doubt, Ross Clot. I just want to say that Disney has been the leader of destroying this culture for a very long time. Disney is an industrial fucking military complex machine, man. Disney is also into MK Ultra mind control, right? Every bitch except for Annette Funicello or whatever her name is, may she rest. Every chick that has come out the Mickey Mouse Club has lost their fucking mind or have become some type of fucking slut, right? Right? Because they all been fucking used and abused, and so there's a lot wrong with Disney. There's a lot wrong with things that come from Disney. There are a lot of hidden messages that if you take a look at Disney and it's not even a conspiracy. If you take a look at Disney and what they've done with certain pictures and paintings and cartoons, you will see that these guys have pedophiliacs. And as a matter of fact, there was a manager over at the Disney parks just the other day, if I'm not mistaken, what was it, yesterday, day before yesterday, was arrested for having child pornography. Disney's not a good place. And these movies that they're releasing, are not good movies. As a matter of fact, Disney has lost so much family value behind it that it's just become one shitstorm of avoid the mouse. And that's what you should do. Avoid the mouse. Because now, the way I'm looking at it, that's all to lure children into the park. That's all to lure children into their fucking sick culture in which they call being transvestites, being gay, trying to tell them that procreation, yes, procreation is a choice, but procreation is a must. If a man and a woman do not have sex, do not procreate, how does life continue? A woman and a man cannot make babies. And if you're going to talk about adoption, where are you getting these children to adopt if a male and a female do not procreate? What the fuck is going on here? You see how they got you? You see how they got most of these people? Either way, you still need a man and a woman to make life. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm not judging anybody on what the fuck they feel, their preferences, what they like. But when you force them now and you try to say this should be this, no matter what you say, but yet we haven't done that to you, there's something wrong with you. There are a lot of things wrong with you. There are a lot of things wrong with your situation. There are a lot of things wrong with your thought pattern. As a matter of fact, goddamn it, there's a whole fucking list full of motherfuckers that have a lot of things wrong with them. And I thank God my children are grown because had they still been baby stages, even 13, 14 years old, do you know what type of do, do you know the type of demeanor I would have right now? I mean, I'm ranting and raving now and getting at these motherfuckers now, even though my children are grown. I just became a grandfather, right? If my kids were children, still small children, the protection would be crazy. They would not nothing Disney, nothing Disney. And I'm glad that my children see what Disney is all about now. You know what I'm saying? Had my son saying, I can't believe that I actually thought Disney was cool. Disney is not cool. Disney is not cool at all. So the best thing for you guys to do is stay the fuck away, stay far away from Disney as you can, man. Stay as far away from Disney as you can. These guys have ruined almost everything that we've grown to love, that we've grown, that we've known. You know, they hey, get back in that kitchen. They've destroyed everything that we love. Give me 1 second. I got my dogs loose on the limb here. Stay in that kitchen, right, buddy? So it just comes to the fact that these guys are just gonna continue to, just pollute shit and continue to just give us stuff that makes no sense because they want things to go that way. Look, Marvel. How do you how do you how do you close down comic books? Marvel was known for fucking from comic book reading, comic book publications. How do you stop comic book publications and just want to do most of these people don't know who the fuck these heroes are without these comic books. So now that you've discontinued comic books, the comic book collectors who have spent millions and millions of dollars and have comics collecting and just being saved, some of them, for Christ's sake, have Superman #1 in bank vaults, and you have discontinued them. So these guys lost money because you say so? This is what Disney's doing. it's a shame. It's a shame that we're faced with this, but at the same time, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that we actually get to leave with our fingers up. If you're a guy, you get to leave with your dick out pissing on them. If you're a woman, you get to leave with your tits out and your ass out, and you get with your fingers up as well. And we get to tell them, kiss our ass, you've lost us. That's it. Disney has lost stock. Disney has, and they shall continue to. And after this, it's going to get even worse. And I'm not going to feel not one bit sorry for any of them. Any of them. Any of them. Any of them. As for George Lucas, he's $4.1 billion rich. This man has still yet to see Raiders of the Lost Ark money. You know what I mean? So he's good. He's just upset because he did it wrong. You know? Yeah, exactly. A lifestyle brand, like Marvel's becoming a lifestyle brand. He's like, yeah, exactly. Like, how do you say Marvel films before you say Marvel Comics? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. And then when you start the beginning of every movie, you've got Marvel comic pages flipping, showing all the characters and where they originated from, comic book pages, right? You can't continue that. You can't continue to do that, you fuck faces. You can't continue to do that if you discontinue comics. If there are no fucking physical comic books anymore. If comic book illustrators are losing their fucking jobs because of you fucking assholes. You understand? You can't say that Marvel Comics is a fucking Marvel is a comic book based fucking company. You can't say that anymore because you discontinued comics. So now it's just a movie studio. So Wolverine, the Hulk, Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four. I mean, we can go on and on. The Beyonder, Uatu, all of them, everybody that we've grown to love in Marvel Universe. These guys just came out of Disney's fucking pussy, right? Just came out of Disney's pussy. It's like, no comment, no origins. Marvel has no origins. It just came out of Disney, straight movies. There's no origin behind it. There's no creator by the name of Dicta, Stan Lee, John Byrne. No creators. You guys did it, right? All of you fucking bastards out there. Bob Igor did it, right? Iger did it, right? Disney. It was all Disney. This is how does that even out? How you try burning a candle when it's 90 degrees outside, and you tell me how fast that candle's gonna burn? Because I'm gonna tell you this: that candle's gonna burn faster than Disney trying to hold up 2020. 2020 is the end of Disney. I called it. You know why? Because this was the major franchise that they bought and they couldn't get it off the ground. If they can't get Star Wars off the ground, they're not getting shit off the ground. Otherwise than that, I'm your boy Jay Cotto, the Boxing Jedi. I will see you later on. Hopefully, I have the Masterful Mazurus with me, Steph Janzek from the Cantina, and of course the Star Wars Dad. And I'll try to get Craig on so we can talk more of this Star Wars bullshit. Otherwise than that, this is exactly how Episode 9 would have been fixed. And if you missed it, rewind it, hit the beginning, and you will call me a genius because this is exactly how Luke Skywalker didn't have to die. This is how Snoke didn't have to die. This is how the story would have progressed. This is how Leia would have, even in real life, would have been laid to rest. Uh, Regardless, leaving 75% of the fuckery that was on episode number 8, you still could have fixed number 9 with my theory. But it is what it is. God bless. Stay vigilant. Peace.